Hello and welcome to another Time Travel with Tim. Today we're going to enter Mount Washington from the South Hills and visit the Boggs and Southern Avenue neighborhoods. As we turn onto Sawmill Run Boulevard, keep in mind this was actually Warrington Avenue until several years after the Liberty Tubes opened in 1924. Notice the little building here on the left. That's Bell's Tavern, which opened in 1890. As we approach the intersection with Warrington, notice on this 1910 map that you couldn't get past Crane Avenue on the way to the West End. We'll come back to Warrington in Mount Washington Part 4, but today we're going to turn up Boggs Avenue. Oh! The Boggs Elementary School opened in 1925. It closed in 1985 and 2 years later was listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Here are a couple of pictures of Willis Street off of Minsinger, one looking to the left and the other looking to the right. The streetcars used to come down Southern Avenue and turn onto Sofel, where they continued to cross Boggs onto a right-of-way which took them into South Hills Junction. Arian Street will take us to Griffin, which has some nice old views. Notice how in the old pictures the street was once level with the porches on the houses here. We'll see that in a lot of the pictures coming up. Look at the tall yellow brick building on the right for a point of reference here. And here we look back down Lilia from Boggs. St. Justin Parish was established in 1917, and after they bought this property in January of 1918, they had a one-story church built by August of 1918. This church was built in 1958. In 2013, St. Justin merged with St. Mary of the Mount, and this building was converted to other uses. Notice the wall and steps at these two homes and how it compares to the pictures from 1916. Lilia Street dead ends at these steps to the South Hills Junction. It's a merge point for many of the public transportation systems coming from the South Hills and actually deserves a video of its own. Let's go back up Lilia to Boggs and then to Paul Street. This is where Paul crosses Oldum Street. We'll talk about that in a second. In 1910, Oldham was known as Shanley Street. Then it became Myers Street by 1923, but now it's Oldum Street. So let's make a jump from Boggs and Southern to just below Natchez Street. Prospect School on the upper right was built in 1931 after the original building burned, and it closed in 2006. It's since been converted into some nice apartments. This was another place where they removed a lot of dirt to level things out. This building was a former church for many, many years. If you look at the windows closely, you can see a lot of the artwork there. The houses with the dormers on the right are in the 1912 picture, but you can't see them because of the trees. This coal tipple's a reminder that there used to be remnants of Mount Washington's coal hill days everywhere. In 1910, here on Dilworth, they cribbed the gully, built a wall, and leveled the road. Check out the house on the left. Here's where Dilworth stays to the right and Prospect is on the left. The grayish-brownish building here on the left was once the famous Louis Tambellini's restaurant, where yours truly was a cook. We would serve 1,000 dinners there on a Saturday night. We're going to jump ahead here to Wyoming Street. On Boggs to the cargo school built in 1896. It was named after R.M. Cargo, who was the supervising principal of Mount Washington schools for 43 years. It was sold in 1944 to the Diocese of Pittsburgh to become the St. Justin Elementary School until it closed in the 70s. And take a good look at this big building on the right. It's shown on maps all the way back into the 1870s and was known as the Mount Washington Hotel. Well, thanks for joining in this journey back in time. Look for Mount Washington Part 4 coming up, where we look at the neighborhood between Bailey and Warrington, including several old incline routes.